Okay, here we go. We're back. Hip hop great debaters. New season, new year, new time. What's cracking? It's your boy Clean and the homie.
EQ.
That's right. Word on the streets is we got new episodes coming soon, very soon.
It's your boy EQ. No.
Super facts.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Shit.
Everything all right? It's been a while.
Absolutely. You know, God is good, man.
All the time?
All the time and then some.
Okay, that's what's up. So let the people know what we doing today.
Shit, we building right now. We getting ready, prepared to bring this new season to them and blow it up, blow this new season up, get the information out there, teach some people, spread the love, spread the knowledge, spread the word of God, man. Hip hop, push that hip hop line, all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, but I wanted to know if it was all right if we start this off with letting the people know a little bit about you. Do you mind me asking you some questions?
Yes, sir. But who is you?
Could have swore I was the co-host of the show.
No, you are the co-host of the show. But I'm saying, you said I want to ask you some questions. Who is the you you're asking the questions to?
I'm asking the questions to you. I mean, this is the only person I'm talking to right now. Is there anybody else standing around?
What I'm trying to say is, what's his name?
Here we go. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine.
Clean them up.
So wait, hold on. You know, there's some people that says without introduction, or there's no need for introduction.
Right.
You already know who's walking on the stage. There's no need for introduction.
And then
you just go on for that. So you're not that guy? I need to tell people who you are?
For those in the back, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For those in the back that don't know
who this guy is. They never heard of this guy.
Right.
All right, well, let's introduce. All right, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, children of all ages, introducing onto the microphone from a long time ago, back again from a long time ago, is the one, the only, from the city of San Francisco. You love him. You know him. You know who we're talking about. J-Mar gotta be clean.
Oh, yay. That's a horrible crowd. Yeah.
Hey, well, I mean, they already know who you are.
Facts.
And it's just like, did we really have to go through this? Now they only want to hear what you got to say.
That part. That way.
But I still want to ask you these questions.
It's all gravy, my G.
I wanted to ask you this. So, Jamar, your name is Gotta Be Clean.
Yeah.
Did you make that, or was that given to you?
I made that.
And what was the thought that went into making that name?
Okay, I answered this before in the interview, but I'm gonna answer it again. For one, the clean part came. It was inspired from Too Short's album cover, "Short Dogs in the House," when he in that clean white suit with Too Clean. His partner name was Too Clean. So clean. I got the clean part from that, from Short Dogs in the House album cover. However, starting to pursue this music, I started realizing there was a lot of people named Clean. So I was like, how can I stand out? If you go and search for me, 1,000 people come up. So how can I stand out and still keep the name? So I put Gotta Be to be the original Clean.
Mm.
Gotta be him. You feel me?
So that's where the gotta be is from,
Right,
where it's the originality. So you're
right,
separating yourself from other people that might have the same name.
right.
Interesting.
And
Interesting.
it was all inspired by Short Dogs in the House album cover, or inside the album. A picture.
Mm. So Too Short was the influence?
Oh, huge for
Okay.
sure from
Okay.
day one.
All right. Well, I see you have started a podcast. Were you always doing podcasts?
One of the first ones early on, but not necessarily. But out of the city, I was one of the first ones early on in the game. Yeah, I would say.
So when did you first started doing podcasting?
Shit. I think it was the pandemic, man. I think we started messing around in the pandemic, man. Trying to stay busy, do something, stay creative.
Something to keep you busy.
Right.
All right. And so you decided, since you were in the house, you needed some connection towards the outside world. So you thought that the internet would be one of the avenues that you would use to get in contact with the outside world. Interesting. Okay. And so you've been doing it since the pandemic.
Yeah, I would
Have you
say.
been, okay, well, have you been doing just podcasting, or have you been doing other things?
Yeah, other things definitely. Teaching business, music business, consulting, helping people create businesses, helping people get financial freedom and peace, and learning about money, financial literacy, creating music, content creating, shooting videos, short films, stories, everything to do with like trying to entertain and keep people, happy and entertained, pretty much.
So you seem like you're a people person. You like making people happy.
I'm a businessman. I like providing solutions. That was the first thing I learned when I was studying business. Is you if you're doing it to make money or to get rich, it's the wrong thing. The first thing you want to do when you're creating businesses or is help people find solutions to people's problems. That's what business is about. I can be. I'm like an introvert, but I can be a people's person. But I'm more like an introvert. So, but I do love people. I like fucking. Excuse my language. I like talking to people. Pause. I like
No, it's okay. Go ahead. You
I
just
like
go
net.
ahead.
I like networking. I like. Yeah. I like talking to people. But I definitely want to create solutions for people's problems. That's my main goal.
Mm, okay. Well, I've been paying attention to your channel. Gotta be clean. television.
Yeah.
Could you explain to people who may not have seen it before, what is your channel about? Because when I seen it, I thought of music. So when I'm thinking of you, you're saying that, and I understand that you like helping people solve problems. But when I went on your channel, I see a lot of music. So are you really into music?
Absolutely, but it's a networking channel. The Gotta Be Clean Television is a network of different shows and different things. You can learn, you can be educated, you can be entertained. Um, it's about sports, music, hip hop history, current events, and all kinds of other things like that. Business ownership, entrepreneurship, all kinds of things.
Because as I go through the channel, I see you have certain parts where you're making music.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you make music.
Yes.
Is that another way to connect to the people?
Right. Absolutely. But my making of music is to please myself because I just love it. It's always been me. So it's not necessarily for other people. It's actually personal. The music is personal, my personal expression.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I understand. So this is another way to reach it. So when did you start making music? Like around what time did you say that, hey, I'm really gonna get into this and I'm gonna start doing this? What would you say? What was around the time? What was the age?
Shit, far before I even started, I was thinking that. So I would say around when Paid in Full came out, maybe.
Paid in full. You mean the movie?
No, the album Paid in Full by Eric B. and Rakim.
Okay,
Biz
okay.
Markie and all of that stuff. Just I was like, oh yeah, this is it. Actually, Run DMC even before that. So before that Run DMC, Kumo D, blah blah blah, LL, of course, all of them, and then Rakim and Biz Markie just said, okay, that's it. NWA and all that, just a wrap. That's what we doing this.
And that's what got you into music.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So there wasn't any other influence. So you were always influenced by hip hop. So is that the reason why? I see you have a show on your channel called Hip Hop Great Debaters. Is that the reason for the name of the show? Is because the music that you listened to was hip hop?
Facts. But I listen to all kind of music though. I got a wide range of music tastes, not just hip
Really?
hop. Yeah, not just hip hop, R and B.
What other music you listen to? Don't I want to hear this. What? So, what does a person as gotta be clean listen to besides hip hop?
R&B, of course.
Wait, no. Wait a minute now. Okay, what R&B? Like, who are you listening to? Are you listening to Keith Sweat?
Yes,
You listening to? Okay. So you're listening to black R&B.
yeah. All we created pretty much everything. Yeah, all R&B from the 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s, jazz, instrumentals, neo soul, like soft rock from the '80s, pop. I didn't really get into hard rock, but it's a like a very small amount and a tad bit of country, but not really. But mainly like this '80s soft rock and the '70s and the '60s old school, super old school, and Motown and just everything. Like pretty much everything. A lot of R&B, like pretty much just about everything.
Mm. So,
So
do you find yourself playing more hip hop or R&B?
about
Because the reason why I'm asking that is because you know, well, how old are you again?
old enough.
You old and okay, all right, no, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. But I'm pretty sure that when I listen to the people that you say that you were listening to back in the days, that you're of a certain age. And a lot of the music that you heard back then, they were samples of other music,
Right.
right? Okay. So was it the music that your folks listened to that got you influenced to hip hop, or was it just hip hop itself?
It was the music, period. I mean, Stevie Wonder, New Edition, Michael Jackson, Prince. I mean,
So it was the
Diana
music in the
Ross.
past that got. I understand. Yeah, I feel the same way myself. I listen to a lot of my music from my, elders and everything like that. And I noticed that the music that they used to spin on the records were the same songs that I used to listen to, but it just was a rapper rapping over them. And it made me fall in love with the music. But there are other elements to hip hop. I want to ask you this question. Did you dance? Was you a break dancer?
No, I never. I loved it. I appreciated it, but I was I couldn't. I wanted. I did the knee spin, but I couldn't. I didn't do. I couldn't do the back spin or the head spin. No. I used to.
Okay,
I used to
okay.
get on my knee though and do the knee spin. Pause.
No,
Nah.
that's fine. It's fine. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah.
So the other elements were graffiti. Did you do graffiti?
I
Did
tagged
you
my.
draw? Were you into art?
I tagged. I tagged my hood on the bus. That's about it. But graffiti, nah, not really. I was into it. My friends was, some of them. But I just tagged, just wrote the set on the bus or whatever.
Okay, so you were mainly as someone that liked the vocal part of hip hop. You
Right,
liked the speech part.
right, yeah,
Got it. That might be the reason why you set up a podcast, because you enjoy speaking, you enjoy educating, you said you enjoy helping people
right.
and things like that. All of that is very positive. I truly enjoy that. But here's the thing. When I look on your channel, you have videos. So do you have someone that does camera work for you, or do you do your own camera work?
Both.
You do both. So that
Yeah,
means you have someone that works on the camera and you work on the camera?
right.
Oh, okay. Okay. And how does that work out? Are you planning on um expanding with that, keeping it with that?
Absolutely, absolutely expanding to films, short movies, videos, all kinds of things in that realm.
Mm, okay, and that's in the near future, or is that available soon?
In the near
Like
future.
in the near future. In the near future. I can't wait to see it. I know it's going to be great. Um, there's more questions I wanted to ask you. Is this something you wanted to ask me while I'm asking you questions?
Nah, I'm just like enjoying the ambiance right now.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, I wanted to ask you this. If you weren't doing, could you see yourself doing something else? I'll redirect it. Could you see yourself doing something else besides podcasting and hip hop? Or is this all that we have for Jamar? Gotta be clean.
Um, yes, I'm absolutely doing other things at the moment, like financial literacy, helping my people get out of bad places, which is poverty, and like learn about money and how to use money and not let money use you. How to build communities, entrepreneurship, have business ownership to really take care of your family, leave legacy for your family. I'm into real estate, purchasing multi-property units, commercial real estate, and multi-family member real estate, things of that nature. Everything to do with building and creating and also sustaining legacy for your family, pretty much.
No, I totally agree with you. I understand that. Yes, that's very important. I mean, financial literacy, yes, a lot of us need that.
We're going to have more
Because
videos on that too.
well, yeah, I mean, you can win the lottery and then lose it
Right.
within a couple of months or a year or two or whatever. If you don't have that financial literacy, yeah, things like that can tend to happen. I think that is very important. That's very important. I really do. I'm glad to hear that somebody is out there thinking about someone else being able to keep themselves financially stable and build generational wealth.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
It's very important because that type of stuff was hidden from us or really not brought to our attention. And we got out in the world before I knew what credit was. I blew all my shit. Excuse my language. I blew all
No,
my
go
credit.
ahead.
I spent it up, ran it up. You know what I'm saying? Then it come time like, okay, you ready to pay the bill? Oh damn, I'm supposed to pay this back. So, that's why I feel like the kids should learn this early. 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 7 and up. The kids should be learning this type of stuff. This should be taught, you know. Business ownership should be taught along with getting your first job. You know, things like that. It's very,
I
very
agree with you. I think that should be something that kids should learn before they get out of high school.
right,
How to be financially literate.
right,
I think that's very important since they're going into the next stage of their life. And a lot of them are going to be looking for job opportunities, get a job, or go to school to get a job, and then build their careers. They need to understand how to be financially literate through their journey in life. I think that's very important. I really do. But
right.
enough of that. Let's talk about some stuff, man. I'm going to get on your nerves real quick. Top five.
Oh,
Top five. Who's your top five?
what in rap?
Who's your top five in rap? Well, I mean, I'm speaking to Jamar, gotta be clean. Okay, hip hop through and through. You know, I want to know, who does Jay Moore look at as the top 5 hip hop artists? I gotta know.
Man, to be honest, because my top five stayed pretty much the same. It kind of changed a little over time, but to be honest,
Okay, but who do we have? Okay, and I want to start off with number 5, and then we'll get to number 1. Because a lot of people start off, they go number 1 first, and then they go all the way down the line to number 5. No, we're gonna start off with number 5, and then we'll go all the way to number 1. Is that okay?
that's okay.
That's okay? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, because I gotta be, and this is 2025, October 2025. This is my real top five. It honestly, that's like really not a fair question because it's more than a.
How is it not a fair question? I mean, it's top 5 of your. Nobody else's, just you. What's your top 5?
Because as a musical lover, it's 5 is not enough. Like, it's way too many people to like jam 5 people. But
okay, we're gonna get political.
I'm just being.
Okay, no, that's fine. No, that's fine. You don't want to leave anybody out.
Nah, I'm trying to keep her. I'm trying to keep her real.
I got it. Because there's too many great ones to mention.
I'm trying to keep her real.
But look, that question: who is your top 5 hip hop artists?
Number 5.
And it can be man or woman. It doesn't matter. It can be man or woman.
Number 5 will be Biz Markie.
Number 5 is Biz Markie. Okay.
Then I would say.
Number 4.
I want to say. I want to say.
Take your time. There's a lot to pick from.
Right. I want to say Too Short.
Okay, you going local. I respect that. Okay, number 3.
I would say LL.
Okay. Not a bad pick, LL. Number 2.
40 Fonzarelli.
E40 over LL?
Yeah. It ain't that it's over. It's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different thing. E40 game translates through centuries. E40 got the same powerful game today he had in the 80s. And it's as potent as in the 80s as today. And shit, he done became a huge...
Man, I'm calling bull. I'm calling bias.
Nah.
You trying to... Wait, no, because you got Too Short in there, and then you got E40 in there. I'm calling bias. Okay, you getting them out the way. That's fine. No, this is your picks. These are your picks.
Hold on. Remember?
But you pick E40 over LL. I'm a little surprised, but that's fine. That's fine. Could we continue?
Okay, because and then also,
said?
well, okay, number 1 is Pac. Period. Nobody touched that. Like that's off top. No matter who, it's hard to pick 5, but Pac is at the top. I listened to Pac today, and I swear when I do these little debates with different people, but nobody spit it like Pac, man. And anybody trying to say, "Oh man, that's okay," but this, they ain't really not listening to lyrics. If you really listening to lyrics and you listen to a man speak from his chest, And the realism, I don't hear people really like, you know, spitting that
Okay,
real
so
stuff.
is he rapper number 1 and 2? Because you went straight past number 2.
No,
I mean,
40.
I thought I was keeping count. So like the first one was Bismarck Key, right?
Yeah.
Second one was Too Short. Well, the number 5 was Bismarck Key. Number 4 was Too Short, right?
Yeah.
Number 3. Oh, so number 2 and then number 1. So E40 and then Tupac. Oh wow!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow! Now I can okay. Oh wow! All right.
I can never leave 40 out because 40 is still here.
So
And
E40 is your number 2.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
And respectfully, why I could put 40 over LL is because if you pick up an E40 album in 2025 and play it next to a LL album in 2025, and this is respectfully, not disrespecting no one. 40 is like right there, like he really ageless. Like, and what's our favorite word in the Bay? That word we made, the game, which they say across the whole world, the game, life, the
I
game.
thought the favorite word in the Bay Area was the B word.
Nah, definitely not. The main word in the Bay Area, Tupac said it in that interview with Richie Rich. He said if he had to claim somewhere, he would have to say Oakland because that was the first place he went where everybody black was on the same page, the game. Now he said in Oakland, but the whole Bay is the game. Like the city, Richmond, Hayward, it's all about the game. The game of life. The mouthpiece. The game. That's our pretty much our thing. Like the game.
Okay. I respect that. I respect that.
And it's not being biased. It's just like I break.
No, that's fine. I understand. No,
If I was being biased,
asked,
Biz wouldn't even be in there and LL. The reason why you would say a person would be like, "How the heck you got Biz? You ain't got Rakim. You ain't got Nas. You ain't." The reason why Biz is because, for one, he came at a really delicate time in hip hop, and he brought something completely different. And I still enjoy and I still love the innocence of hip hop.
well, I do too. I would
And
like for hip hop to go back
well,
sometimes because a
we
lot of the
can't.
music is a little too rough
Yeah,
nowadays.
we can't go
And I think
back.
we do need a little bit of fun. I don't,
Right,
disagree with you with that.
right. We can't go back.
I didn't say, well, I did say go back. But what I mean is let's have some fun every now and then. Let's say it that way.
And there's some fun records out now. It's not even just the fun. It's just as time. I think we spoke about this before. As time goes on, instead of getting smarter, cats then kind of got immature. A 19-year-old in 2025 ain't the same as a 19-year-old in 90, in 91, 90, 85, 89.
No,
The
I get
people
it.
we thought were
Hey,
the people.
my folks' music, is it my music? My music, is it my kids'
No,
music?
it is. Hold on. No, I correct you. My folks' music is my music. That's why we put it in hip hop. So we can enjoy our music with their music. That's our music. That's where the nostalgia comes from. When you hear Mr. Telephone Man or Thriller or Off the Wall, that's what inspires what's popping now because of that feeling then. Now we can't go back. Hip hop is pretty much grown up. But even though hip hop is pretty much growing up, it's going backwards.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning, like I said a minute ago, the average 19-year-old is not today is really a 19-year-old. Like it's not.
Let me stop you on that. I think the only reason why people say that is because of technology. I think technology is what plays the part in people thinking that people are growing up faster. I think human beings is human beings regardless. But I think, like, let's say, for instance, if I took a cell phone and I went back to, like, Martin Luther King days and I showed somebody the cell phone, I don't even know if it would work. But
Right.
And I showed them the cell phone, they probably will lose their mind.
Right.
But to say that they wasn't living the same way, I mean, they eating, they putting their clothes on, they putting their pants on one leg at a time.
Right.
They taking showers. They going out having fun and taking vacations. The same thing we doing right now.
Right.
I think the only thing that really
go ahead. Sorry.
separates. I don't want to cut you off. Just let me just finish this real quick. I think the only thing that really separates us is just technology.
Right. I can agree with that to a certain extent, but the reason why I'm saying as time went on, it's instead of getting more mature. I mean, technology wise, we are advancing. Maturity wise, we're decreasing. The majority of us.
Because I don't think that none of our grandparents was even thinking about AI. And I wanted to talk about that.
We're going to get on that. We're going to get on that. But what I'm saying is technology, we're advancing. But these kids that are growing up are not mature at an earlier age. They're maturing late. People these days feel like, they want to hold on to youth and, oh, you too old. You old cats don't know what this is, and you can't do music because you old, and this, and it's about me right now. And when we were growing up, if you could agree, the OGs wouldn't let us hang out. Oh man, we're about to go to what's the old school? We're about to go to Sweet Jimmy's. What's up, man? Can I come? Hell no, you can't come. Like, we're about to go be drinking, doing our thing, knocking some females. You too young to come. So we had to be more mature growing up. These days, the mature cats want to be young. Or the people that should be mature, the older cats, the OGs, is looking up to people that's younger than them.
What you talking about? The 40-year-old dudes still sagging their pants?
40, 50-year-old dudes.
Still wearing their caps backwards?
Right. 50-year-old dudes still sagging their pants, still wearing their caps backwards, still talking about NBA YoungBoy and what's popping today. You know what I'm saying? We're not in the hood. We're not advancing. Like, we're immature. Our kid, not weird, our children that's growing up. Not everybody, but everybody's not advancing mentally. People are getting to, in my personal opinion, like dumber. Like the music that we're accepting, the fact that these old cats, I was just talking to another cat the other day, these old cats.
Wait a minute. You talking about hip hop?
Yeah.
Or you talking about other, like you saying the music? Like, what music is we talking about here? You talking about hip hop?
I'm saying hip hop. I'm saying hip hop and just life in general. People, not everybody, but a vast amount of people is not advancing intellectually.
I mean, there's been talk of certain people saying that, music, when it got to certain areas, it kind of ruined the music.
Right.
Or after a certain year, I stopped listening to the music. You agree with that?
Yeah, I mean
I'll
that's
give you for an example.
yeah.
I heard special ed say that.
Well, I knew you was gonna say that. I got the answer to him, but go ahead, because on that
No, if
same
you know the
show,
answer, go ahead. No, go ahead. I don't need to waste my breath.
no, because I
If you
know
know
what
what
you're
I'm
saying.
saying.
Because on that same Drink Champs, Fredro Starr, I don't know if you saw that, but Nori told Fredro Starr about special ed and everything, and Fredro, the way he broke it down was dope, because he said, "No, it was just different. We needed to hear NWA." Fred Joe Star was like, when we heard that, we like, oh, we could say that on records? Like, we can actually, we needed that voice. We needed to hear what the streets is talking about. We needed to hear what's going on. You know, they're being unapologetic. They just being real. They just talking about real things that's really happening. They needed that. You know what I'm saying? So Fred Joe Star kind of stuck up for that, and said it was definitely needed. Like the police exposure and all of that, and dope man, all of that shit was needed. We have aunties and brothers.
But wait. Don't you think that kind of influenced people to kind of go in the direction where that was like kind of cool? Like that was, I mean, because look at it. What he was saying was that these people are looked up as, they're idolized, and they're in a position to hold a lot of power when it comes to swaying young people's minds.
Right.
And since that was the direction that they went into, it probably was the cause of a lot of destruction that the older generation is saying now is happening in the art form. So I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, I think everybody should be able to express themselves, just like in WA. Express yourself.
Facts.
You know, I mean, I get where you're coming from. I think hip hop needs to lighten up a little bit. That's the best way to describe it. But have you lost faith on hip hop?
Me?
Do you think hip hop can actually go back to the times where everyone had a good time, or is it going to still be
well,
a
actually,
genre of music that people will kind of frown upon?
to be honest, everybody.
Because right now, and I want to finish with this, because right now it seems like as if a lot of the issues, especially in the black community, they say it's because of the culture. Well, the music kind of portrays the culture. So if the music is the problem, do you see in what they're saying? I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just asking.
Right.
If that is the issue, where the direction of the music has gone is a reflection of the culture, and we need to change the culture, do you think that the music needs to change?
That's a good question, because I don't want nobody to. I want everybody to be them. So for one, everybody that came forward from the past to the present to the future, they're gonna come and they're gonna bring what they bring to the table. So the only thing today that makes it worse and harder is the fact that everything sounds the same. Like, everybody wants that same sound. Everybody's talking the same talk. There's no versatility. So yeah, music is suffering now because everybody think, okay, just jump on there, talk mad stuff about drama and beef, and and I'm all of this and money and females and and people are
So you
afraid.
agree that the music, what it sounds, so you agree that the music might need to change.
Yeah,
So if
yeah,
everyone's
exactly.
sounding the same and it's all saying the same thing that you just described, that means that you agree that there should be a change.
I
Should we
agree.
get back to the Biz Marquee?
We can't go back to that, but we just gotta be just conscious
You
of
don't
what
think we can have a Biz Marquee in 2025, 2026?
we can never have a Bismarcky.
We can't have that again.
Just like
Come
we
on
have to
now.
enjoy
You
that
got the
for what it is.
papers. We can't have that again.
We got to enjoy that for what it was, just like we have to enjoy Pac for what he was. We got to enjoy Slick Rick and everybody, all the greats for that time. That was a time, and see what make that time the best is they was learning. They was learning. They had to work harder to record them songs. They had to know how to cut tape and count. And now with technology advancing, all of that stuff is easy. Like these people was really sweating to put these records together and really sitting down and writing and creating. The process is easier, so that makes it more artists could just come out and just say whatever they want to say.
Okay. I got a question I have to ask you since you said that, right? So you're saying it's easier, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't have to, let's say, be in the studio at the same time to record one song.
Right.
They don't have to go through the same struggles of getting their music heard on the radio.
Right. Or by anyone.
Because they can stream it, they can download, they can do all these other things
You worldwide.
besides waiting until it gets on the radio.
Right.
Now, all right, what do you think about AI music?
I think
do you think because if we're gonna go back in the day, a lot of the rappers aren't around anymore. The Tupac, for instance, it would be nice if we had a Tupac around now to be involved with music as an alternative to all of the music that you explained earlier, right?
Right.
So would you think that AI could probably play a good role in having music that's an alternative to that music? And then we could get a Biz Marquee, since rest in peace, Biz Marquee is not here.
No.
Tupac, he's not here. DMX is not here. But we can have those voices through AI. What do you think about that?
As a musician and a person that love music, no, I don't like it because it blurs the lines of what's reality and what's not.
You wouldn't want to hear a new song from one of your favorite musicians that passed away?
No. If somebody created a new Biz Marquee song that was not him but used his voice, but somebody wrote it, even if they kind of wrote like they know how he would sound and what some of the things he would say, I wouldn't like it. I don't want to hear it. It's no. Now, if Marley Marl got 10, 11, 12 old tracks that Biz Marquee was recording back then, and he want to re-release them and probably add spice to the music or remaster that, yes, because that's originally him. I don't want to hear, and for me, we know what's what, but these kids don't know.
But wouldn't that be a way to kind of archive them, to kind of keep them still around and available for the children?
I think their legacy is gonna be around. Period. They don't
Yeah, but
AI.
they're gonna have to have, some way of their parents.
AI is good. AI.
Wait, just wait. They're gonna have to have some way of their parents showing them this, or teaching them this, or playing them this. Wouldn't it be cool to have something that's like, hey, it's out now. The kids are listening to it. The new Biz Markie, the new Tupac,
No,
the
not
new
if it's
positive music to
not
put
if
people
it's
in the right direction.
not if it's not them.
But it's. I understand what you're saying. So you just have a problem with the AI part.
With
So
them,
if they were still alive, you would say yes. Of course, you would say yes. But what if they were still alive and they didn't want to do music anymore?
then yeah, then absolutely, that's even more of a reason. Hell no. Why is you showing me something about somebody that ain't even? That's like somebody's. Okay, so everybody foaming at the mouth and fiending for Andre 3000 record. What if they put out an Andre? What if somebody put out an Andre 3000 record with 15 songs and it's all AI? Would you want to hear that? Would you like it? Even if it was cool, I wouldn't like it. If I knew and he came out and said, I didn't record none of that. That ain't even me. I didn't wrote none of that. No, I don't want to hear that.
I don't think our generation is ready for that yet. I think the next generations after us are the ones that's going to be ready for that. And I think they're going to embrace it more than us, because we happen to be around the time where these people were around and alive. So we're going to know the faith. But I don't think that the children later on are going to know the faith. And I would think it was cool if I could live to be like 200 years old, and I go into a museum and I get close to a screen, and Biz Markie is on the screen explaining to me an exhibit. That'd be out of this world. Like, what if you went into a museum and you see an AI
See,
image of like Tupac explaining to you about the generation that he grew up in? I think that would be amazing.
now see, that part of AI is okay. All of that is okay. I'm just talking about the original compositions and the original music and the lines being blurred between what's real and what's fake.
But
Meaning,
after a certain moment in time, that's not going to matter. I think that's what the thing is. It's not going to matter. I think what matters the most to me, and we're going to get back. I'm so sorry. I got to apologize. I'm supposed to be interviewing you, but I got so wrapped up into this because I really wanted to know what was on your mind about AI.
no, that's fire. It's all good.
No, well, thank you. I appreciate that. But no, I think as time goes on, the next generations, they're not going to know Tupac. Wouldn't it be nice if they knew Tupac? And then how would they know? So we're going to continue to play the same music over and over again. But the voice is not going to be the same. So if Tupac is explaining something, it's not going to be his voice. It's going to be an AI-generated voice. How do we know him? We know him through music. So eventually, there are going to be, I think, people making music on his behalf. And me, honestly, if it's not negative and it actually keeps his image alive for generations after us, I'm all on board with it. I think it's inevitable, and I think we can't stop it. But
I'm not on board.
I'm ready to move on. But if you want to continue on, then we can continue on with the AI discussion, because we can talk a long time about this.
Right. Well, I'm not
You
on. For
know,
one, I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm not on. I'm not on board with that. I do appreciate AI, and I'm immersing myself deep into it because it is like something everybody needs to be a part of. It's really helpful. AI is good. AI is like it. Like if you feed your thoughts and your brain into AI, it's gonna manicure and perfect and emulate with your goal and where you want to go with it and help you get to where you're trying to go with what you implement in it. It's not gonna work hey AI, do make me a spaceship. It's not gonna do that. But if you say, hey, this is the information I have, da 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 da, and you have a ton of information, it's gonna help you put that together and enhance everything. So it's a good thing. But far as it taking over, like it replay for one, Michael Jackson, Prince, Tupac, all of them, Biz Markie, they will never be forgot. Some of my kids know music that I didn't know. How you know that? And I'm still showing them stuff they didn't know. Real music lasts forever. Real real nostalgia is never going to be replaced. People's going to know who that is because your kids is gonna talk about that Tupac. He's not like he's the bar for hip hop, right? Like period. Like since his departure, there has not been a greater rapper. He's not gonna just disappear from
she's
nowhere.
not gonna be forgotten.
Right. But his music can be blurred if they start dumping AI music with from him all through and mixing it in with his real music, then that you just won't know. Yeah, 10,
So the
20 years from
purity, you
now.
want to keep the purity.
Yeah, of the music part. If they want to have him AI and do a newscast, that's cool. Or like you said, Bismarcky do a newscast.
That's
That's
crazy. Like Tupac telling the weather.
right. Just to mess around, just to be creative. That's cool.
But you know that's a slippery slope, pause. But they're gonna eventually go into that. But let's switch subjects real quick. Well actually no, let's stay on it, but switch that one part just a little bit about what about you? Do you see yourself using AI in the
Absolutely.
future?
Absolutely. I'm using it now.
Okay. And how are you using AI?
Getting into with my video editing production and stuff like that. AI helps with cut corners. When I
I
do
want to ask you this real quick. I just because this is really what I want to know. Is there going to be an AI version of you? Are you going to create your own AI version of yourself? Have you ever thought of that?
no, I had never thought about that. Yeah, I never thought about that. But I can say I have a homie that does music and he makes beats, he sings, and what I thought was super dope and out of this world. This man created a beat, wrote a song, and then put an AI voice on it, and it was phenomenal.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So it was him, but it wasn't him.
Right. So he wrote it. He made the beat, he wrote it, he sung it. But the voice, I'm just saying, it wasn't Jaheim's voice, but it was like a male singer's voice, kind of like a Jaheim or something. But it wasn't him.
And
I was blown away. I ain't gonna lie. Now, stuff like that is cool because it's originally you and you originally doing it, but you might not be using your voice. You might write a female song. He had one where a female was singing and he sung it, he wrote it, he did the beat, but he put it in a female voice. And it sound out of this world. I'm not gonna even lie. That was huge, and it
So
was
he
sounded
wrote a
good.
song and put
Original,
it in a female's voice through AI.
yeah, and it
And
sounded
you
good.
said it was phenomenal?
Yes,
Okay, incredible. Incredible.
because check this out. As a musician, as a beat maker, as a producer, or whatever you are, you do music. You didn't create it, and it's original. It's original because you made the beat. It's original because you wrote the song. But this ain't you singing it. You actually got a beautiful voice for the female or whatever, or a really dope voice for the male to sing your song. And it sounds like a real song. That's I told my partner, I said, man, you could really like blow up off this, like for real. That's
What happens
crazy.
when a person goes out on tour and they find out it's a guy?
Right. You might have to find some females or some dudes
So
or
now
some
you're going
people.
Milli Vanilli?
Yeah. See, that's
Wow.
the problem with the
I would
AI
say,
thing.
wait. We're going into see. That's what I think about AI. But I wanted to ask some different questions. I wanted to get more. Like I said, we can talk about AI for a long time. You and I. We've talked about it before, but I wanted to move on. I wanted to ask you a question. Um, could you ever see yourself without music?
No. I've met a few people in my life that said they don't listen to music, and I was like blown away because I'm thinking like, dude, huh? I can't fathom. I don't know if I sound crazy or if this. I can't understand anybody that don't listen to music. Like you just can't. How could you be alive and never listen to music?
Well, okay.
Like
With that, I
that's
wanted to ask, do you have a playlist?
tons.
Oh, you have so you have your own playlist.
Right.
What would be some of the artists on your playlist?
Dude, come on. I can't even. I got 100 song
Well,
playlist
I'm
from.
pretty sure it's probably some of that's in the top 5.
Um,
Wait a minute. Is anybody in the top 5 in your playlist?
honestly, I got a playlist for a Tupac playlist. Other than
Okay, so your number 1 is you have in your playlist.
I have a playlist of my number one. Other than that, I have a playlist of the top 100 greatest songs of all time. That's anywhere from the Impressions to Roberta Flack to Marvin Gaye to Stevie Wonder. Dude, that's everything. Surface, I mean, everybody. Like the top 100. I'm working on my top 200. You could put this. I played my playlist and I let it play and left for like 6 or 7 hours and came back and it was still playing. Wasn't nowhere for real. Was nowhere at the
Wait
bottom.
a minute. So was that the 100 or the 200?
That was the 100.
Wow. So you're
And
planning on making a 200 list.
well, the second 100. This will be part two. The first 100 is that. The second, yeah,
Wow. So you could pretty much go a whole entire day listening to your own radio station.
right. And this mix, I'm actually, I'm selling them on a flash drive to people where you could just plug it up and play it at the barbecue and it's going to be stuff you're going to be blown away, man. It's stuff from the 70s, 60s. It's stuff that you done forgot, stuff you never knew that's just like, yeah.
So this is a part of you, music.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So if I just bumped into you, you probably might start singing.
Yep, or talking about some business or asking you if you do.
Or giving me some fiscal advice on how to get generational wealth.
Right. Or how to do music or something. Or what's your passion?
And all of this, are you self-taught? I just wanted to ask. I mean, you seem somebody that is very smart, and the way you're talking, I'm thinking to myself, like, did you do this on your own, or did somebody help you along the way?
I would say probably the producers I started paying as a teenager to go and record with. I was learning from that.
So you had people that was in your corner that believed in you. Who were those people, if
Uh,
you don't mind? I mean, you don't
uh,
have to answer if you don't want to.
no, I
I
want to
mean, I
answer.
know
I would
nobody
like to
wants
say,
to let loose their secrets and things just in case somebody
no,
else might come along and take what you have.
no.
So
The
I
honest truth,
understand. I understand.
the honest truth is nobody supported me.
No one.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and
So
what
you
I
started
found
this
out,
journey. So you started this journey by yourself. No one helped you. No one gave you a record. No one introduced you to anybody to help you arrange music. Because
no people have
I'm
done that.
looking
No
on
people.
your channel, and I see that you have music that is arranged by you. You learned all of this on your own.
Yeah, I played. I don't know how to read music or write music, but I can just play just
I
the
would have
melody.
never thought that. I would have never thought that.
I have got connection. I've got people that turn me on to different
I mean,
studios
that's
and
almost
different
a
things.
genius. So let me say this one more time for me, just in case I'm missing something. So no one helped you in music.
I have to take that back. People's helped me. Don't let me not say no one helped me. People has helped me. What I meant to say was I was not. And then I'm wrong at this too. I was gonna say I wasn't supported. I was supported also, and I was helped as far as the music and everything. So I'm gonna just leave it at that because I don't want to make it more confusing. But yeah, I definitely was helped and hey man, go here or taught different things and stuff like that. It's just some people aren't professional. Some people aren't perfectionists, and what's someone's trash may be someone's treasure. Like they may, not respect the music but do it. But far as me, I have a real love for the music and a higher respect, and I believe in what I do, not for anybody else, but for myself. And
Yeah,
a lot of
I,
people don't have that.
I, 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 I understand exactly what you're saying. That some people can lead a horse to water, but they can't force it to drink. There might be some people that come along the way that will get you further in your journey, but you find yourself by yourself.
Facts.
I look. I totally get it. But when you look back, what's the one thing that you look back at and say, "Wow, I didn't think I could do that," but you did it anyway?
Hmm.
I mean,
Uh,
you had a lot of triumphs. You made music. You have wrote your own songs. You've produced your own music. You've created your own videos. You've created your own channel. You've interviewed people. I forgot to even mention that. You've actually interviewed a few people. How did that start it off? When did I forgot about that? Now that I think about it, when did you start getting into interviewing artists? Because if I'm not mistaken, some of the people that you interview, if people don't know or not, are actually musicians themselves locally where you're from.
right.
What made you think of doing that?
Because we have a history, and I wanted to get that history out. I wanted people to feel what I felt growing up and with these artists that I seen coming up. Well, with the artists that was known, I personally wanted to hear the stories of when they grew up and how they grew up and what got them into music and everything. And I wanted to share those stories with other people, far as the musicians that the underrated legends that came up in the time. They might not have major success, but had local success in the Bay Area or whatever. I wanted to hear their stories. Far as the new artists, I want to shine the light on people, and I have respect for people that don't just talk, but is out here doing it. So I interview them to give them a light, give them a voice, and shed a light on people that this really means something to. Because people laugh and, oh man, you in your mid 30s, you shouldn't be rapping no more. You too old, you 30, or you 40, or you 45, or whatever, you shouldn't rap. But everybody, like, music is universal, and it's healing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody, like, if you rapping at 50, that's cool, long as you ain't sagging your pants and trying to rap like you 20.
No, you know what I heard? I heard this. Now, correct me if you want. That in order for you to be rapping at 40, you needed to have something done when you were in your 20s or leading to your 30s. Meaning, the reason why you're rapping is because you have a catalog. So somebody like a Selsky at 50 could still go out there and rap, but he's rapping the songs that he was rapping when he was in his earlier ages.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But to be somebody starting from scratch is a little far-fetched. It might not go across as well as someone that is younger.
Well, you know how I feel. My personal opinion about
I
that
don't even
is,
know how we got on that because that is not what I asked you. But go ahead.
no, that's
Go
not
ahead.
true. Somebody can start off now if they want to. The thing is, what are you talking about? You could be in your 40s now. Are you talking about 40
No,
year old
I was
stuff?
asking you about the interviews. Like you, you,
Well,
you got on the
I answered
interviews.
them.
Like
I said I interviewed because I wanted to hear the stories myself, and I wanted people to hear the stories of what was going on at these times these local areas. For the underrated legends, and then for the up and coming artists, I wanted to shed a light on people that's really out here working hard, that really believe in themselves, that's really out here doing it.
mm,
showing them.
So
Yeah,
you decided, because I see it was called what is it, underrated legends.
right.
So you had a few underrated legend. You had a few episodes of underrated legends. When did you when did that creation start? Like, how did that process begin?
Honestly, for the podcasting,
No, for you setting up like, yeah, for, well, first of all, the idea. I'm in. To be honest with you, I like the idea. There's another. I can't think of his name right now. Excuse me.
UMC.
No, there's another podcaster that is out there that does Bay Area rap, like it's Bay Area history. And
Yeah, that's Dregs One, History of the Bay.
so there is a avenue for that is out there. I seen that your dateline is before him.
Yeah, but he's the don't get it twisted. Dregs One is super dope.
No, I'm not disrespecting
No, no, I
him.
know,
What
I
I'm
know.
saying is that the idea that you had of starting a underrated legends podcast, interviewing local rappers and having them tell their stories, that's pretty big. That's huge. Like, I wanna know about that. Like,
Right.
what was the thought process through that, and how did you get that started? And when you got the first agreement for an interview, how did you feel?
I felt pumped. I felt pumped to hear the story. I felt pumped to like do it. But honestly, I've been studying business and been polishing my goals and plans for life for some years now. And what I really did is what they tell you. What I found out after I did it, I found out that I was looking at a clip today and they said something. They said, dang, I can't, not verbatim, but start before you ready. So what I mean by that is I said, hey, I want to do this podcast. So basically, in slang words, I just jumped out the plane and did it. Like usually like, okay, I plan to
I
do
was trying,
this.
wait a minute. So you had no plan. You
Put up a
just took it.
camera, and start asking questions. I didn't even have a list of questions.
Amazing.
I mean, later on I did, but the first few interviews was just me freestyling thoughts. I didn't plan on how to do it. I didn't. Okay, this is how I'm gonna do it. Because I learned in business, people never get that business started because they say, okay, I'm gonna buy my camera and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and then 10 years pass and I plan on doing this for this day. Jump out and do it. So that meme I saw earlier was, it's not verbatim, but they were saying do it before you plan to. Like
Mm.
just record, just do it.
Okay, so
Because yeah,
just wing it.
right. Because a lot of times I don't know if you've done it.
All right. Hey, I wouldn't have known that because the way that the interview went, it went well. It actually went well. So if you were winging it, you were doing a good job
Well, I had to
because it
learn.
was a good. interview. It had quite a few views. So yeah, it was a good. And you had a part two.
Right. Well, I had to learn. I had to learn to not talk over talk the guests, not like start talking about myself. Wait, we focused on we're talking to him. Like, don't I mean, a little bit here and there. Say some things on your own, but we're interviewing this part. I had to learn by experience.
Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you wing it.
Right. But see, sometimes for some people, when they keep planning to do something, it never gets done. So that's why the thing is to just do it and then start figuring it out later. Because as you do it, you start learning and you start getting better at it. But if you never do it or you never start it, then you can never get better at it because it's never started. You're always preparing to start, and this got to be right. Or I worked to that this week, so I can't, or this or that. Just do it.
So, what was it like? Like, how did you feel getting your first interview? I mean, that must have been amazing. Like, I can't believe this is happening. I know you probably was nervous, camera. I mean, something. Like, so your first interview with underrated legends, okay, which was Budweiser,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You're in the room. He's there. You're in the room. He's setting up the cameras. He's sitting in a chair. You sitting across from him. What was that like? Your first interview.
Honestly, it was like super dope because it was like me, you know, it was like me like really sitting with a legend in my eyes because Budweiser didn't really get like super major success or major any kind of major success, but he was on a radio station and he had songs that were really dope when I was growing up, like "Darling, Darling Baby" and "Black on Black Crime," "Black on Black." And it's like, damn, I'm actually sitting here with this cat talking to him about this stuff. And he telling me stuff when I remember I'm wet behind the ears. When I'm knee high to a centipede and I'm hearing this music as a kid, I'm actually sitting with this dude talking about these times when I was a kid running around hearing his music. I can't even drive. I'm just, a kid. And I'm knowing, okay, well, I'm running these streets as a kid. And this time he out here really putting the records together, like his whole story about with him and RBL, like how Black Sea built his equipment by buying it from a smoker piece by piece. People would come up to the block with like a keyboard and he'll buy it or whatever, or studio equipment, and just that whole story was just crazy. And it felt good. And he never been a huge legend, but he was on the radio and the whole battle rap thing between Sunnydale and Hunters Point. All of that was huge. That was huge to me. It was dope just listening and seeing that because I could visualize it and I could remember, damn, I was a kid when this was happening and all this was going on.
No, I understand. You was looking at someone that you seen from afar. Now you're talking to them. That's
Right.
why I asked, like, how did you feel? So you was pretty impressed. But then you went on from there and you did other things. Not other things, but you had other interviews with other local rappers, and you seem to have cut it off. Is there any others that are coming later, or
Oh, there's
have you
a
moved on?
plethora. There's a plethora of new interviews coming of all of our legends from this
Mm.
region.
Now I hear you have this show. Well, I see you have this show. Excuse me. I was excited when I seen this. When I first seen it, I said, "What is this that I'm looking at?" And then I ended up just immediately falling in love with it. Right? And it's this show called Hip Hop Great Debaters. I wanted to know. You haven't done a show in a long time. Do you plan on bringing that back?
Dude, did you forget this is one of those episodes. This is season 2, one of those episodes. This interview right here. This is the building episode, bringing this back.
Hey, dude, we're gonna end it on that one, man. I just wanted to say that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk, boy. This amazing show that used to be on your channel. That, oh my God, it was hot. It's caliente.
What about the co-host? How you feel about him?
Oh, that guy that was talking all of the knowledge with the glasses on, he's my fan favorite. Let me tell you something. Show without him, there is no show. All right, I gave you an introduction. Let me get mine going out. Let me get mine going out, boy. Yes, without that other guy, there is no show. That's real talk. It's a dynamic duo. That's real. Off top. Enough explained. But yeah, all right, so let's end this interview. Jamar, gotta be clean. It was a pleasure. And I appreciated your time. You really told us a lot. I learned a lot about you today. I appreciate you being open and willing to take, these questions. And yeah.
Yeah. And next,
Hip-hop, say again?
I said next will be the EQ interview.
Okay. We can look out for that. That might be very entertaining.
I'm pretty sure. Absolutely.
If I know that guy, like I think I know that guy, that's gonna be one to listen to.
Facts.
Yo, the Bay got style. No one move a crowd. The way we move a crowd, turn the system hella loud. Show 'em how we get down.